Pencils down. That's pencils.
Drop
See
it. Drop it.
Pencils down.
Down.
That's
Put
it.
it down.
Pencils
Put
down.
it
Pencils
down.
Hey, everybody. We're very
Hey.
excited to be here. Hi.
Ooh.
We're.
Ooh.
Guess what we're doing?
What?
Rambling After Dark.
Ramble After Dark. This isn't a Ramble Radio After Dark. This is the Ramble After Dark.
Is this our first Ramble After
This might be our first Ramble After Dark.
Because we've done Ramble Radios After Dark.
Sure
I don't know
have.
if we've
Sure
rambled
have.
After Dark.
I don't think we have either.
I thank God we don't have to worry about the contracted fellow.
Oh,
The contracted
thank
gentleman.
God.
That's, that's good. This is Eddie Ramble.
I was thinking about our
54.
contracted fellow that we
Yeah?
have on the over
Yeah.
there on the other program.
Oh, God, yeah.
It was originally the concept of the whole idea of having someone come in
Yeah.
was originally Dex as our band leader. We were supposed to have a band.
leader. He was going to be he's going to be the Ramble band.
He was going to be our Doc Severinsen.
He's our Doc Severinsen.
I mean, and he of course didn't play by any of those rules and just did whatever he wanted to do because that's what Dex does.
Right.
But then it became, I don't know how it became, when Skeletor was approached for the new job after
He took it.
he just took it, but without any. There was never a promise of him being in a band or leading a band.
Leading a band?
I don't even know what his point is on the show.
I don't either. I don't. It doesn't make any. I mean,
Dex came in at least with a purpose of being the band leader, which he never fulfilled.
Right.
But
Well, Eddie, there are an Eternia, many more keys than you have in the music scale in Earth. And that's because I blow into the biggest instrument there is, and that's He-Man's mother's pussy. There we go. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a great time. Enjoy the rest of this ramble.
Okay.
didn't need that
I
at
don't
all.
know how he found that quick, and he finds a way in.
I don't like. He should not have control of the
He's just a
microphone
switchboard.
when he
And
can
just
switch in and out. He
walks
shouldn't have any
He
control.
just comes in whenever he fucking
That's
wants.
not a thing that should be done.
Look. If alt-right Cody weren't so busy alt-righting, maybe we could have put
Exactly.
he could have
Exactly.
been behind this.
I mean, smooth move on Cody getting cocaine into the White House. I didn't see that move coming. That's some of his finest work. I mean,
Fuck. Oh man.
slipping that in there. Oof. I mean that talking point can go 1,000 different directions. That's brilliant move by Cody.
Here's the thing. I'm surprised because Biden is. I don't hate the guy, but I think he's kind of a boring president.
Yeah, I mean,
Which
again, he's a president and he's a politician, so I'm never going to wear a hat with Biden.
No,
on
I'm
it.
not going to root for. Yeah, I'm not going to act like he's representing me in the Super Bowl.
No,
but he's kind of a boring president.
it's just fine. This is what a president should be.
But having Coke, how many presidents do you think had blow?
Right.
I mean, no question, Theodore Roosevelt.
Oh, absolutely.
Teddy Roosevelt was doing all kinds of shit.
All sorts of shit.
There is no question.
Hoover.
Pardon me. I think the only boring ones, the only ones who weren't doing crazy shit in the White House, I'm going to say are Bush 1 and 2.
Yeah.
They're probably the only ones who just...
Because you know Reagan, Ronnie Reagan, he
had the throat goat in there.
Dude, he had the throat goat, man.
The throat goat was the first lady.
Yeah, he had when you're married to the throat goat, you're doing cocaine.
You're fucking...
I mean, come on. Maybe Jimmy Carter.
Carter probably...
Carter and the two Bushes, right?
Carter, they are the biggest squares.
Well, actually, he was a cokehead, but W was.
That's right.
So
yeah, so maybe just Carter and first Bush.
Yeah, first
Carter
Bush.
and first Bush were the most L7.
Yes.
Right? They were the most square of presidents.
I would imagine.
At least in our lifetime. In our lifetime, they were the most L7 of presidents.
Do you ever think Reagan ever called Bush in to the Oval Office while Throat Goat was under the desk there?
Just putting her to work. Having her live up to that Throat Goat namesake. Well, he is just... Look, when it came out that Nancy Reagan was known as the Throat Goat in her acting days, right?
Yeah.
The Mr. T picture just takes on a whole new light, doesn't it? The famous picture of her sitting on Mr. T's lap. I love that Nancy Reagan the best blow.
That's a Throat Goat. That's a Throat Goat.
I have my dick sucked a lot of times, a lot of different people, but Nancy Reagan doing the best.
She doing it better than anybody. She's the
Better
throat
than
goat.
anybody I ever know.
She's the throat goat.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, again, what podcast has said that Nancy
5
Reagan
minutes in.
has blown Mr. T?
5 minutes in.
5 minutes into a podcast, and we're already at Mrs. Nancy Reagan.
I shaved my nuts completely, and she still found a way to tickle them with her tongue.
She got the whole dick and the balls in there. The throat
With
goat.
no pubes.
No pube at all. Normally, I don't like a finger in the ass, but
With the throat goat.
you don't say no to the throat goat.
Fuck. Fuck. So, by the way, we had a jam-packed ramble today.
Yeah,
So, Eddie, for the first time since we helped me move, like
Yeah.
a true friend and gentleman,
Yes.
set foot in my new apartment.
I did.
As we celebrated our nation's birthday.
Right.
Do you think it's haunted now?
Yes, with that lamp, absolutely.
Is because now I just keep hearing shit and turning that way. And before, in the doorway to the office, we hung up a mirror.
Right. Ooh.
So it used to not always be there. We did that
Right.
today when we put up the lamp.
Yeah.
And so to preface this, Andrea's grandmother had a lamp from the
The original throat goat.
the original. Hey, wait a minute. What about Mabel Horner, baby? What about my great grandmother, Mabel Horner? Huh? Mabel.
She was a
Horner-
madam. She outsourced her throat goating.
You don't think? But she had to. How did she become a madam? I mean,
Is it those who can do, those who can't, madam?
I think Mabel Horner was throat goating up and down the West Coast during the gold rush. I'm not giving up that throne to Andrea's grandmother. I'm not doing it. So we got this lamp.
Yeah.
Dude, this thing is from 1875.
Dude, it's old fucking lamp. You look at it, you're like, that's not from this century or the last century.
Or the last century.
Yeah, it's old.
2 centuries past now.
Yeah.
And it's in our TV room. And now every time I hear a fucking noise, I'm like, and then what makes it scarier.
Dude, I'm just thinking that the country, when that lamp was made, the country wasn't 100 years old
It
yet.
was not even 100 years old.
That's
It was
nuts.
99 years old.
That's crazy.
98.
That's
And
crazy.
then, so, like, every time I hear a noise, I turn because I'm like, what the fuck? And now there's a mirror right in front of the doorway, so I always see something now. I'm like,
That lamp is haunted AF.
Well, Marley, my cat, just charged in like 5 minutes ago.
Like, there's some shit going on out
And he
there.
went, "Ow," like that. Like he was like, what the fuck is in there? And so I turn, and I'm just waiting to see some Victorian dressed woman like, your cat is being meddlesome, you know? And then I'm like, I'm sorry. Quiet
She's just
down.
laying on the couch, just smacking her clam, just...
Throat goating my cats. See, it's all about the throat goats. Is with this.
Oh, yeah, it is a creepy-ass lamp. Well, you see something now?
The door just shut.
Okay, get out of the house.
Fuck me, was that Andrea? Holy shit, the door. I have to ask.
Go ask.
I'm gonna call her. Was that her?
Oh my
Holy
God.
Shit! If she's
If
fucking
that door
asleep,
just shut.
if she's asleep, this is like a Ghost Adventures.
Oh my
episode.
God.
She's not answering. She's not fucking answering.
So she's asleep.
She is.
Oh fuck. Your door just shut.
I'm not.
Did it pull all the way closed or just sort
It
of?
is all the way shut. And
Oh
she
my
didn't
God.
answer her fucking phone. Okay, Eddie,
Go look. You have to go
I gotta
look.
go fucking ask.
You have to go look and ask.
But do I leave this room?
You have to. If you don't come back, I'll just eventually. I'll eventually log off. Oh my God, that's frightening. I hope to God she shut that door. Oh, this is. Oh. I hear him talking, but I can't make out what they're saying. So she's not asleep. So maybe she did shut the door.
Okay, I just called you. You didn't answer.
Okay, so I think she shut the door. I think he's laughing. So I think did you? Okay.
All right, so it was her.
Okay.
Andrea did it.
Whew. Whew.
She didn't answer
Okay.
her phone because she was taking a piss.
Oh. Right.
But I scared the shit out of her walking in.
See, you guys are both on edge. This lamp, you got to get rid of this lamp.
We gotta get rid of this fucking
You got to
lamp.
get rid of this fucking lamp, man.
This fucking lamp.
Oh. You got to get rid of this lamp.
I almost want to. Do I give like a Ramble tour? But I don't know how I know the cord won't be long. Oh man. There's gonna, if I try to take video of it, there's gonna be orbs all around it. Right?
Oh, dude, don't do that. You're gonna make it worse.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have anything older in your living space than you.
Ever.
I think your age, maybe your parents' age, should be as old as something gets.
The only thing that's older than me in this apartment that I know of is my mom's rocking chair.
Right.
But it was given to her as a gift when I was born, so she could rock me in it.
Right.
That, you know.
But
to
fucking
make
a lamp
it
from the
worse-
1800s? No.
And some of my mom's ashes are in our closet.
Oh.
Because I eventually, you know, I don't know, maybe throat goat those. I have no idea. And so make a
Ooh.
plaster mold of a dick out of my mom. Out of
Ashes.
See, that's what I do with them. Like, is that? Oh, it's just a dick. I don't know whose dick it is.
I don't know.
I just thought to honor her.
It was this or fleshlight
I took her ashes
and made a dildo.
and made a plaster mold of someone's dick. Oh fuck! And it's so. Oh, and then we had a fourth celebration today.
Yes.
And I probably made the most inappropriate joke I've ever made.
We're
in
all
front
sitting.
of Andrea's parents in the hot tub.
We played in the pool at your
pool.
Andrea's parents' house.
Playing in the swimming pool.
Playing the
In the pool.
And we all got in the hot tub. Me,
Yeah.
you,
Your family,
Andrea, Tracy,
Andrea's
Colton,
parents, myself. We
and
packed
Andrea's
in.
parents, all
And it
packed
was
into this
plenty
hot
of room.
tub.
It's a nice size hot tub.
Yeah,
Plenty of
yeah.
room.
Nothing got weird.
Nothing got weird. And we're telling, so we went to vacation. Jeez, I keep looking at it. We went to vacation in Durango, Colorado.
Right.
I already talked about blowing up the hotel.
You did.
Now,
Sent them ghosts packing.
woof. Well, we're on this vacation. We went to this lake near Durango.
Yeah.
Where, like, it's a big touristy, it's like a big, giant, bouncy castle in the middle of the lake.
Right.
That kids, like, swim out to and then hop around in,
Right.
you know, for like an hour or whatever. And we went to go meet Andrea's brother, sister-in-law, and her nephews. And we pull up with her dad's dog, Archie, in the back seat.
Yeah.
He's a Bernedoodle. He's a Burmese mountain
Yeah.
dog mixed with a poodle. He's a big boy. And
He is big dog.
This kid, he just runs. He's like 12. And I initially thought he somehow was a family friend of Andrea's sister-in-law, right? That they
Just because the way he talked, like he knew.
the way he was standing right next to her.
Yeah.
When we pull up, and
Not the way a stranger stands next to other people.
right?
Yeah.
And she was very kind and was just like wasn't she was just like, yeah, hey buddy, whatever. And so he sees Archie and he just goes, I love your dog. And I'm like, what the fuck? We're like, who the fuck is
Do you
this?
know this kid?
And then we quickly realize Andrea's sister-in-law has no fucking idea who this guy is.
This kid's just in your family space.
He's just there. And it turns...
I love your dog.
I love your dog. And so, like, I think he had a crush on Andrea's sister-in-law.
Okay.
Right? Like, had we not pulled up, I think he was going to be like, "Can I smell your boobs?" Is that our title? Is that today's title?
Can I smell your boobs?
Ramble 354. Can I smell your boobs? I'm marking that shit. Hold on, I'm writing that shit down. Can I
Smell your boobs. We haven't named a ramble in a while.
We have. Well, now we just did. Can I smell your boobs?
Can I smell your boobs?
And that's what he looked like, that kind of guy.
Yeah.
Socially awkward. Like, I mean, no question.
Possibly special needs. Possibly.
Or just raised by the mom from Carrie. Right? Like, it's just one of the two.
Or if you ever seen the movie A Christmas Story, when Ralphie is in line to see Santa and the kid behind him is wearing like the flight helmet, and he's just like, "I like the Wizard of Oz."
The Wizard of Oz. That was it. Except his "I like the Wizard of Oz." Can I smell your boobs?
Can I smell your boobs?
And so we're making fun of this kid
Yeah.
in the hot tub. We're retelling this story,
Sure.
and I just can't stop making up things he's.
It
gonna
happens.
say.
We get on a roll,
We get on a roll,
and we
And
can't
then, so,
stop.
With Andrea's mother and father 2
Yes.
feet away, I just go, "When I'm scared, Grandma likes to lick my winky, and it feels better."
I think you said wub wub.
Oh, my what? That was, yeah. Grandma likes to lick my wub wub, and I feel better when I'm scared. She licks it.
Oh.
But I mean, and
We're all, you
thank
and I
God-
and Colton are having the laugh of our
thank
lives.
God it didn't bomb. Had nobody laughed, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, if that's just hanging out there.
She likes to lick my wub wub when I'm scared.
Makes me feel better.
Grandma, I like it when
But
Grandma.
Colton and I were there laughing along, so it kind of carried it
I
through.
just wanted to thank you both for that.
'Cause had it just been you, Tracy, Andrea, and her parents,
Ooh, that's
that may have been.
That's a hard bomb. That's Tom Hanks and Punchline. That's Tom Hanks and Punchline. That's just like, oh.
I mean, that
God.
may send you down the path of becoming the Joker. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's how hard that bomb may have
I'm
been.
about to start an alt-right podcast, and that had it just been that, I would have failed so hard as a comic. I'm like, fuck it, I'm alt-right now. It's just all alt-right all the time. That's
how
it.
I'm going to find my audience.
That's it. I know those morons will write reviews and listen. So that's it.
Because you guys are too woke to laugh at the wub wub
You
joke.
can't handle the we woke. Bunch of woke fucking can't handle me joking about his grandmother licking his dick when he's scared.
You can't laugh at that, then you're too woke for
What,
me.
you keep trying to cancel me? I'm uncancelable. my pronouns are grandma licks my dick.
Oh,
That's my Pride Week is grandma licking my dick.
I'm
It's
proud.
my Pride Month. so, why don't we have 10 million listeners? We're the funniest fucking podcast.
I don't know.
Eddie.
I don't know. Maybe
I
we
don't-
need to. Maybe our audience is too woke.
It's too spread the word to all.
That's
those,
probably
to all
it. The Ramblers are
Ramblers.
too woke. That's the problem.
Like at 19 minutes. What an intro. Now, if we kind of covered a lot. If you
I
know,
mean, Nancy Reagan being the throat goat on Miss T.
my apartment's haunted.
Your apartment's haunted. Grandma licks my wub wub.
I just dropped that on a 4th of July barbecue.
In the hot tub with your girlfriend's parents.
A grandma fucking a grandson joke.
And they were just sitting there smiling like, okay, I can't wait for this moment to be over.
When's this gonna end?
And we're sitting there, can't breathe because we're laughing so hard.
You, me, and Colton We would have drowned had the pool been any bigger. Had the hot tub we were laughing.
Had it been the deep end of the pool, three casualties, no doubt. You make that joke in the deep end, we're dead.
Oh shit! There it is.
Uh,
So if you know
Yeah.
the words, pretend there's music playing.
Please.
Sing along.
Sing along.
I have climbed everyone highest mountains. I have run through the fields only to be with you. Only to be with you. I have run. I have crawled. I have scaled these city walls, only to be with you. Everyone, but I still haven't found what I'm wubbing for. My grandma's wubble. My grandma to shove my wub in her mouth.
Deep end, we're dead. Deep
Oh,
end, we're dead. We're goners.
We're gone.
Or hanging on the side of a cliff, we're done.
Do you mind if I digress massively
Please.
from grandma sucking dick to... But Eddie, if you saw this kid, you'd have been like, oh, I get it. No
Makes
question.
sense.
No question.
His Wubub has a Grammy's lipstick all over it.
Oh shit! Remember, if you're gonna if you want to spread the word about the Ramble, say start with Ramble 354. Can I smell your boobs?
If they're not in, we don't want them.
We don't want them at this point. You know,
They're too woke for this shit.
as I massively digress, I gotta tell you, is there a better 1, 2, 3 opening to an album than Joshua Tree? Where the streets have no name, still haven't found what I'm looking for, with or without you.
I've
can even
always
go 4 with Bullet the Blue Sky.
That album,
Yeah.
it starts off so strong.
Oh,
And I've always
my
wondered
God.
why they put those 3 songs in that order.
How do
on
you
that
follow
album.
it? I mean,
Because
how
it
does any-
almost makes the rest of the album kind of.
and
it's
you
still
have
great.
some monsters like One Tree Hill and fucking In God's Country, but
It's
like,
a great album, but it's so front heavy.
Yes.
That when you're kind of like you get to song 5 or 6, you're kind of like, well, it's not.
I
That's
kinda
not
wanna
the.
hear
I
With
want to
or
go
Without
back.
You again. Oh man,
It's tough. That's a tough one because that is a front-loaded album. For
boy
sure.
is it. That is. Did I tell you I saw them on the tour when they did the Joshua Tree in its entirety.
Oh wow.
Dude, it was in San Diego. I was just my buddy Steven Christella, and we're there, and we knew they were doing Joshua Tree in its entirety.
Yeah.
Now, none of us looked anything up beforehand. The tour had already been go. We didn't know what if they didn't open with that. They kind of did greatest hits leading up to Joshua Tree,
Oh.
and then it was greatest hits after.
How long was this concert?
Almost 3. The last song was a hello, hello.
Wow.
To a place called Vertigo. And
Wow.
so, dude, this was maybe, I don't know. I might be, I don't know if I'm going to regret this later or not, but I'm going to say it. It might have been the best opening I remember seeing of a concert ever, because lights go black, right?
Yeah.
And then what's his face? Larry Mullen Jr. just walks out, and the place goes crazy.
Right.
And then they shine, and there's a drum kit right there.
Oh.
And he sits down, and then he just starts doing Sunday Bloody Sunday. And
Oh.
then fucking The Edge walks out. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. And then Bono walks. I just heard the news today. And then
Oh.
how long? And then at that part, the tonight. And then fucking what's his face? Adam Clayton walks out. Bum 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 bum. I mean, it was. Oh,
Wow.
what a fucking opener! Just when
That's
he sits,
crazy.
He just sits at the drum kit, and just the whole place. I mean, it's a pop like you can't imagine. And then they do all their hits up to Joshua Tree. They do Joshua Tree, and then it's fucking Octung Baby in the name of all the. They just, oh my god, it was.
Damn.
Whew, it was
Damn.
a show.
Damn.
It was a fucking show. It was, man. By the way, I don't know if you do this, Eddie, but
What?
you can email us.
Well, I've heard the rumors.
ramblepod.com. We're on Twitter at Podcast Ramble 1, Instagram at Podcast Ramble. Wait, what should the title be? My pronouns are Grandma Sucks My Dick. No, we'll do Can I Smell Your Boob?
Can I smell your
All right,
boobs?
Instagram.
We should change our email to Grandma Licks My Wub Wub at
at the
Gmail.
ramblepod.com.
At the Ramble.
But for now, it's Ramble at the ramblepod.com.
Grandma Licks My Wub Wub.
Give it a few weeks. I might try to make that official. At the ramblepod.com. We're on YouTube, the Ramble Tube. We have merchandise, our T Public. Eddie, look, have you been having fun so far?
I've had a blast.
I
I've had a
thank you.
blast.
I think I
I've
have
had a
too,
blast.
but I don't want to do this, but don't you think the Ramble matters?
Ramble does matter.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
These fucking people.
Oh, these people.
These fucking people.
These people.
We're deadlocked at the 137 5-star ratings.
Oh, these people.
These fucking people.
I don't know what more you need from us.
What do you need? What else can we do?
Do you want fucking blood? Do you want
What-
flesh?
Right.
What do you
else?
need?
Jesus, what else? What else? You got that fucking ghost to walk in here? Is that going to boost the
You
ratings?
need grandma to lick your wub wub? What do you need?
Dude, can we talked about we almost had a ghost encounter.
Really? We almost had proof of the afterlife on this
Proof.
show.
Had Andre been asleep?
Proof
What
of the
the
afterlife.
fuck?
We
What the
break
fuck?
we break the internet.
Because it wasn't the cats. You know how I know it wasn't the cats? Because when I came in, we have a door stopper
Yeah.
that the cats cannot shut the door.
I know.
So I looked at, and remember, it wasn't, you saw my genuine fear.
Yeah.
If you watch this, I beg of you, if you're just listening, go
You're-
check
you
out
go
the
white in the
YouTube
face.
channel. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? That the door stopper was gone, the door was shut. Thank God it was. Dude, I walked to her bedroom and everything was. I'm like, it wasn't her. She's asleep.
She's asleep.
And
I'm
then
going to have to
thank
leave this
God,
house. I'm going to have to light this
we're
apartment building on
gone.
fire
Burning
and
it
leave.
all. But taking that fucking lamp and throwing it in the fucking trash. But anyway, Brian, King of the Hill. Greetings, fellow Ramblers. This is Brian Hill, aka Seahawks fan 87. I want to talk about what is wrong with this world.
Yeah.
Because I'm still sad and feel angry about the dad that executed his 3 young kids. This makes me so mad. Because I have 2 kids their age, and I'm sure someone in prison will kill him. And I'm just so scared to be raising my kid in this fucked up world. Anyways, I appreciate you guys. I listen to you guys all the time. And go Hawks. Keep up the funny. Love you guys. Brian Hill. Dude, yeah, everything sucks, King of the Hill. But that's why we're here to try to
Take your mind
laugh
off of it. A little
Take
bit.
your mind. Get it
Little
well. We'll
bit.
still make fun of politics. But,
Yeah.
you know. But keep your head up. All the best. To
Trust
you
me,
and your
Brian.
family.
I got a boy too, and the world scares me letting him go free in it too.
I
so.
can't imagine your thoughts every day when Colton goes into school.
It's you try not to think about it. You try not to think about it.
My godson, thankful he just graduated, but he's very close to. I feel like I'm his older brother, if not father figure, right? And
Yeah.
dude, someone brought a gun to his school.
Yeah.
Like 5, 6, 7 months ago, and it made the news for a minute, and we were like all like, oh, it was local news, but thankfully nothing happened.
You try not
You're
to think
just
about
like,
it
oh,
because there's
God.
nothing you can't control any of
Right.
it. So you try not to think about it.
Boy, I sure wish some politicians could, though. Anyway, but just thoughts and prayers. And Harlan Crow will make sure that the Supreme Court never does anything about it. James Hamilton. Ham Nuts. He
Ham
was
nuts.
Ham Nuts on my Twitch stream. James
Oh,
Ham
ham nuts.
Tons,
Hams,
tons,
nuts,
Lils,
nuts,
mills,
nuts,
mills, hams, tons. Jerry, Eddie, and Cody. Oh, by the way, he called Eddie Mike the first time he wrote this email. He goes, oh my God, I was thinking Mike Pence. That's terrible. Shit,
That's awful.
man. Late night email was a bad idea.
Fuck,
It's
dude.
me, Ham Nuts, your North County, San Diego neighbor. What's up, dudes? I find myself finally getting my shit together to write you guys. It's been on my to-do list for a few years now. Been listening since 2016, back when it was just Jerry talking to himself. Thank you, baby Jesus, that Eddie joined up. It was rough. Yes. Oh, fuck. When I first turned on to Jerry while on vacation in Seattle, fall of winter 2016, my wife and I decided to go out and see a comedy show. There are multiple joints all over town to choose from, but nearby there's this place called Giggles or Chuckles. There's actually laughs. And some guy named Jerry Rocher was performing. I did some Googling and said, hey, let's go check this guy out. The rest is history. We had a wonderful time. My wife says, hello. By the way, she just asked me what I'm doing. Anyway, the ramble has evolved into the highlight of my week that I enjoy. Happy to be ham nuts, brother.
Ham
Thank
nuts.
you. Ham nuts. And guess what, ham nuts? And anyone in the Southern California area, July 26th, you're going to see Eddie and I at the
Yeah.
Mic Drop Comedy Club in San Diego. How
We'll be
about
down
that?
there.
Won't be a live ramble.
No.
But we'll be down there doing comedy that night, Wednesday, July 26th at the Mic Drop Comedy Club in San Diego. Go to my website, jerryrochacomedy.com. Get your tickets.
Do it.
It'll be, I think Hamilton already has them, but it's
Ham
going to be
nuts.
a damn good time. But it's ham nuts. And it's time for the hat, Eddie. Worst
Oh.
superhero movie ever. How tough was this for you?
There's one that sticks. I mean, there's some bad superhero movies out there that you kind of like because they're so bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's some that you wanted to be good and they were bad,
They're bad.
and you can't watch them again. And there's some that are just like you knew going in it was going to be bad,
Right.
and you watched it and it was even worse than you thought it was going to be.
Yes, that's ooh. Well, Hamilton. First things first. The hat. The hat. Worst super movie. I actually found this to be challenging since any superhero movie has some entertainment value. Even when it's a pile of shit, I can still have a good time. You know, when a movie is so bad, it's good, right? Like your
Yeah.
point, Eddie.
Right.
There's just so much crap to choose from, but I think I'll go with Halle Berry's Catwoman. That was a film I remember just shutting off. It seemed like there was so much more I could do with my time than continue watching that film. All right. Wow. Damien Bottriell. Bats.
Bats.
Bats. We're back, baby. Damien Bottriell is here after a week of preempted rambles. Let's dive into the episode. Hopefully not like a sub full of billionaires. My God.
Wow.
There, another shot.
Too
Damien
soon.
Bottriell's taking no prisoners. I tend to avoid most movies I'm a little sus on, so no fan four stick or Catwoman for me. My Hall of Fame for worst superhero movie goes to the 1990 Captain America, directed by Albert Pune. I haven't watched it since I was a kid, but I remember it being an absolute mess.
Yeah.
Michael Miller. Mills.
Mills.
Hey guys, hope all is well. It is. Thank you. Same to you, brother. Hall of Fame worst superhero movie. I'm gonna. Eddie
What?
Mills. He might need to put on a bulletproof vest when he leaves his house for this.
What's locker? What
one.
locker do?
I'm gonna go with The Dark Knight. I know I'm in the minority here, but I fucking hate The Dark Knight. So
I respect your opinion.
I
Locker.
respect the balls, man, Michael Miller. I respect the balls. Mike Mills.
Mills.
I mean, Heath Ledger died to give us that movie. And he's like,
I respect the opinion, Mills.
man, do you agree?
I don't. No, because I think The Dark Knight Rises is worse than Dark
and
Knight
I think-
Returns.
And I think Ledger saves the movie.
Ledger's the most watchable thing in the movie. So
He
I don't
saves it.
agree that it's the Hall of Fame worthy hat. I'm not a huge fan of that Nolan trilogy anyway. That's just me. But that is to me the best of the three of the movies.
Yeah, what do you think the best moment in the? Because I was trying to think. I think the best moment in the whole Nolan trilogy is the end of Batman Begins when Gordon gives him the Joker card. Because you're just left with the promise of a great. Oh
Yeah.
wow.
You're like, where's this gonna go now? Yeah.
Where's this gonna go? Anthony, too cool for school. Flores, Jerry, Eddie, and maybe Cody, mi gente. After missing the last 2 weeks, I've come in hot with some more Gundam info for Eddie.
Oh, thank
See,
God.
Eddie, the first Gundam series takes place in the fictional universe in the year
Ah.
79, according to the
Okay.
Gundam calendar. Principality of Zeon has declared independence from Earth Federation and subsequently launched a war of independence called the 1 Year War.
Ah.
The conflict has directly affected every continent on
Of course
Earth.
it has. Yeah.
Also, nearly every space colony and lunar settlement.
Right.
But isn't basically that the same plot of that movie Nell with Jodie Foster, where she played that Cajun lady living out in the swamp? Isn't that the same?
I think.
Wait, Born to Run will get this. You get this if you watch my Twitch streams ever.
Okay.
To anyone.
Okay.
But you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
The first Gundam series takes place on a fictional universe. The year 79. According to the Gundam calendar, Principality of Zeon is declared independent.
It's a beautiful
From
calendar.
the Earth Federation, a great federation, and
Wonderful.
subsequently lost the War of Independence called the one. I would have ended the 1 Year War in one day. I would have ended it. The conflict has directly affected every continent on Earth, and also nearly every space colony and lunar settlement.
Not if I was president.
Not if
I was president.
Not if I were in charge of the Earth Federation. Let me tell you something. The Principality of Zeon would have shut their mouths from the very beginning. So on my Twitch stream, I will read dialogue and cutscenes from old games as Trump, and it can get pretty fun. Anyway, Born to Run says the story continues next time, Eddie. You open a can of worms. For my own hat on worst superhero film, oh my God, Eddie, The Eternals. That pile of fucking shit was so goddamn boring. Fuck that pile of crap and fuck any defense of it. At this point, anytime Kumail pops up in something, I'm totally taken out of it. Jeez. Wow. All right.
Wow. I
didn't
mind the Eternals.
Sorry, Born to Run, but when they opened with Pink Floyd's Time, I'm in.
You're kind of.
And then when Star Fox shows up, it feels like the first time. To that and it feels like the first time. Shit.
And then we're sitting there at the end trying to figure out who that guy was, and we're like, "That's Black Knight." And then boom, it's fucking Black Knight.
And you hear Blade.
Ooh.
And I'm sorry, but Anthony, Too Cool for School. You enjoyed the Flash movie that just came out.
Oh, he said that? He said that?
Oh, but Eternals, this is crazy. Actually did a speed, made it look correct and good when she's beating the fuck out of whatever his name is, Icarus. When
she wasn't doing this.
Yeah, she wasn't doing this stupid lava lamp shit. So, Born to Run. I'm sorry, Eddie. I'm sorry to do this.
What?
But you can take your opinion on the Eternals, brother, and you can shove it. And we had to cut a promo on him. I'm sorry. I had to cut him. Owen Edmonds, months. Hello, Jerry, Eddie, and hopefully Cody next week. What hat? Awful superhero movies. I know what you're thinking. I'm going to say Green Arrow or Green Lantern, but no, for me, Eternals is a massive pile of horseshit.
Oh my God. I don't see where everyone hates it.
Oh, and so I just cut a promo on Too Cool for School,
right?
Anthony Flores,
right?
And I turned around, and there's Owen Edmonds with the ceremonial salt.
Just
right
boom, just gives you sweet chin music as you turn around. Just boom.
I know. So shout out to Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness and the fact that Marvel had the chance to do something epic, but instead chose to play it safe. That is so boring, man. I disagree. Gary Freeze, Jeeps. Dear Jerry, Eddie, and Cody, I may have missed this deadline, but I'm sending this anyway. You made it, baby.
You made it, baby. Look at you.
Hall of Fame hat, worst superhero movie. How? Man, this is close to my honorable mention.
Oh.
Superman 3.
Oh, with Richard Pryor?
And he's got a fantastic point. If they made Pryor into a wise-ass villain like a Mr. Michelplix, we might have had an awesome movie.
Yeah.
As it is, it's a mess, deeply embarrassing.
But how is that? That can't be worse than Superman 4, The Quest for Peace.
Which is my honorable mention. Is John Cryer the most insufferable character in any superhero movie ever? Yo, super dude.
But in turn plays a fabulous Lex Luthor later on in life.
Yes, boy, did he redeem himself. But I actually went with this most recent Flash movie. I thought it was the biggest hunk of shit I've ever seen.
Really?
I'm talking about everything that was involved. This is supposed to be the jumping off point, the end of one torch, the passing of another. And I thought it was a giant fucking mess. I knew the Snyder Cut was going to suck shit. I knew. Right? It seemed like it was going to be okay. You fuck up Michael Keaton coming back as Batman. You fuck that up.
That was the biggest disappointment to me was the Michael Keaton return.
I think this is number 1. Superman 4, number 2.
The Quest for Peace.
And number 3, I think I hate to, it's probably going to catch some shit, but I don't fucking care. Whatever.
What, you got to say it. You can't leave us hanging now.
Just again, it's like the Snyder Cut where it should have been like so much. Well, actually, it's not like the Snyder. This is like the Snyder Cut. You knew it was going to suck, but it still had hope.
Yeah.
And that was the Clooney Batman. That was
Oh,
the
Batman and
Clooney-
Robin.
Yes, It was just
Because
at
Batman,
least-
was that Batman Forever wasn't bad. There was moments in Batman Forever.
Val
Kilmer was great.
great.
Jim Carrey was great.
Jim Carrey was great. Uma Thurman was great.
Yeah.
Tommy Lee Jones was just
No,
doing
Uma
the
Thurman
Joker.
was in Batman and Robin.
That's right. Tommy Lee Jones was just doing the Joker. It was
Yeah.
weird. But Carrey was great. That fucking Batman and Robin was so fucking bad. You waste Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
And that's another reason I hate the Flash movie is they bring a wink to that piece of shit with
Yeah.
Clooney coming out. So I go Flash number 1, Superman 4 number 2, Batman and Robin as the third worst, and then you can get into some of the X-Men, the X-Men movies and the
Dude, some of those.
yeah.
I mean, Wolverine Origins is.
Oh, that's a hard one to watch.
That's a hard watch.
Oh, what is your number? What is your?
There's
Hall
so
of
many.
Fame?
Like again, I had to. I was trying to figure out what criteria I wanted to base this on. Was it a movie that I expected, I wanted to like, and
Right.
was expecting it to
Right.
be good, and it was shit, or is it a movie going into like this is gonna suck?
Right, and boy did it suck.
And it's like I was thinking at first Catwoman because I knew that was gonna be fucking
You
bad,
knew it was gonna suck.
and I watched it. I'm like, this is
Yeah.
worse than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, yeah,
But I knew going in it was gonna be bad.
right, right.
So does that get the Hall of Fame hat for worst superhero movie?
It's a great excuse for it. You can make a great,
then-
great
but-
argument.
But then I think back to like how hyped up I was for Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
Coming off of Spider-Man 2 with Alfred Molina and Doc Ock, going
Yeah,
into
and
Spider-Man
you
3,
basically have goth Spider-Man and emo Peter
and
Parker.
that fucking a Venom just by the studios just shoved in there, forced in there to appease the. I don't know why they but it was just like
Why did they
'cause
need to do that?
I was so hyped for Spider-Man 3. Like I was so excited because Spider-Man 2 to me was one of my favorite all-time comic book movies.
It might still be one of the best ever. I mean, fucking Alfred Molina saying "I will not die a monster"
Yeah.
is one of the.
So good.
And I was, as much as I enjoyed this newest one, I was almost bummed. It's like let him go. He ended it perfectly.
Yeah.
He didn't
He
need to
did.
come back. That
You don't
was
need to
the
save him. He
perfect
saved
ending.
himself there at the end. He doesn't
Yep,
need to be
I
saved.
will not die a monster. Oh,
But like Spider-Man 3 to me was just such, and then you get to the end of Spider-Man 3 and what's his face's butler just basically spills the beans about how the dad died and he killed himself with the thing. I'm like, this could have all been explained
so fucking bad.
at the beginning of the second movie and
Right.
saved poor Harry all of this trauma
Yes.
if he had just communicated with his butler for
Yep.
2 seconds.
It's
But
very
instead,
true.
he carries all this around with him for 2 movies and destroys his whole life. When the butler could be like, "No, your dad. I saw the wounds. They were self-inflicted." First of all, butler, I don't know where you got your medical degree to know if wounds are self-inflicted or not.
Fuck. So,
But
so
he had
you're
2
going-
stab wounds in his chest from his glider. Like I don't know how you tell those are self-inflicted.
So
To me,
you're-
that's the worst one. Just because it was
Spider-Man
such a
3. Yep.
shit movie, and you added the fact that there was so much expectation for it.
and look what it followed.
And look what it followed. That's why, to me, it's the worst one because I had such high hopes coming off of Spider-Man 2 and just the fucking shit burger that it was.
So does this mean, in hindsight, with this criteria, are we going to look back and appreciate the search for Spock way more?
We
'Cause
might.
talk about that had to follow Wrath of Khan,
Yeah.
and then after that is Voyage Home, which
Right.
everyone considers are the 2 best Star Trek movies
Yeah.
ever. But Search for Spock was not bad.
It's really not that bad. I think the only thing that really makes it I mean, you have Christopher Lloyd as a Klingon, which
Right.
kind of at times pulls
takes
you out of it.
Yes. Yep.
That's sort of the problem. It
Doc
sort of
Brown-
takes you out of it.
Doc Brown is a Klingon. but-
Fucking, what's his face from Taxi? Just
yeah,
it
the
just-
Reverend Jim.
Reverend Jim from Taxi as a Klingon just pulls you out of it every time.
Oh, now,
But there was moments in there when you see the Enterprise in flames going down, and they're like, and he's like, "My God, what have I done?" And
incredible.
they say what you do every time. You give it. What was it? You give us a chance to live, or something like
Yep.
that. I forgot what the
You do
exact
every-
line was.
It's
But that's a
the
great
perfect
moment.
Summation of Captain Kirk.
That's a great. He
It-
trashed the Enterprise.
You didn't think you could. It was like an icing on the cake from the Kobayashi Maru test,
Yeah.
which is that's the ultimate exam. He will not lose, right?
Yeah.
That scene. Where
Turn. Oh yeah. He goes. You do whatever you do every time. Turn death into a fighting chance.
Right, and that's what he did with the Kobayashi Maru.
Yeah. When you
And
see the
that's what he
Enterprise
refu-
just in flames. Go that ship that you've seen since the TV show going down in flames.
Amazing.
So
Amazing.
that's a good movie.
It's a good movie.
Other than Christopher Lloyd, Reverend Jim is a Klingon.
Ramble 355, Eddie. Hall
Yeah.
of Fame hat goes for Slimeball character in a movie.
Ooh.
Oh, I have mine. That's why I picked it. I know
Okay.
already. What Slimeball character in a movie gets the hat?
Okay.
Goth songs, open, close, encore. We go with James Hamilton.
Hamsies.
Wow, I had to think about this. Goth is a pretty wide genre of music. Are we going goth metal, goth rock, goth? This could go from Johnny Cash, AFI, or even Nine Inch Nails, depending on what we're feeling. Anywho, let's go on a journey. You open with Lacuna Coil's cover of Enjoy the Silence, Italian goth rock metal with a hot female singer covering a favorite new wave song. Yes, please. You close with The Cure, Just Like Heaven. This music feels so good and a great way to end the show. You encore, getting close to emo, but goth and emo can be interchangeable at times. My Chemical Romance, Helena, So Long and Good Night. Enough said. Look at that. Wow. Any of those make your list, Eddie?
No.
One of those made my list.
Oh, okay.
One of them made Damien Bottriell, open, close, encore for goth songs. I'm sure this piss off true goths that just picked songs involving people dressed in black with some makeup face paint. We open with the entrance music for Crow Sting during WCW 97. We close with Burn by The Cure, which is on the soundtrack from The Crow. I think this one actually gets a pass from the Goths. We encore with Welcome to the Black Parade by My Chemical Romance.
Okay.
Here we go. Michael Miller. Mills. You open, close, encore. You open with Blue Monday by New Order. How does it feel? You close with Love Song by The Cure. Encore, Tears for Fears, Mad World. Wow. These are good ones. Anthony Too Cool for School Flores. Goth songs, his open, close, encore. Speaking my language. First, his concert's taking place either in a cemetery or a goth club that's just a converted donut shop that still has a donut on the sign. The show opens with Lucretia, My Reflection by Sisters of Mercy. You close with Dark Entries, Bela Lugosi is Dead by Bauhaus. And you encore with my favorite Cure song, Disintegration. Look at that. Man.
Look at that.
Owen Edmonds.
Months.
You open with Atmosphere by Joy Division, an absolute classic. You close with Bela Lugosi's Dead by Bauhaus, possibly the greatest ska song ever written, and provides the soundtrack to The Hunger starring David Bowie and Susan Sarandon. You encore with Tower of Strength by The Mission. Have always loved this tune. It was on concert rotation when, as a teenager, we went to the pub at lunchtime in college to play pool. Garrett Priest, Jeeps. Open, close, encore, goth songs. She Sells Sanctuary, The Cult. That's high. Christine by Susie and the Banshees, and Charlotte Sometimes by The Cure. Were you able to do this, Eddie?
Yeah, it was tough because I'm not huge into goth music, but I had to go and dig some up.
So I open with The Cure, Just Like Heaven.
Okay.
Show me how. I mean,
Yeah.
What else are you gonna? I close with Peter Murphy of Bauhaus. His solo hit "Cuts You Up." You know the way, and then I encore. What else could it be but Sisters of Mercy? Hey now, now, sing this corrosion to me. This corrosion. That's my open, close,
there you
encore.
go. I mean, any way you cut it, this is a downer of a concert. Any way you cut it,
of a show. But you know, there's gonna be some fine ass hot.
Oh, so much.
All right.
I'm gonna open with Black Celebration from Depeche Mode.
Oh, that's a good one.
And then I'm going to close with Scary Monsters and Super Creeps by David
Bowie. That's
by
a
Bowie.
great one.
By Bowie.
Oh.
And then I'm going to encore with Frankie Teardrop by Suicide.
Ooh, there you go. That's not all right. So, Ramble 355. I teased it with talk of the show. I sang their song.
Yeah.
You too. I don't care if we've done them before.
Okay.
You too. Listener, read books, play video games, bring your pussy over here. We're reading books and playing games. James Hamilton. I've been a PC Master Race guy since 1992. Wait, what? Hams? PC Master. Oh, that's the name of the game.
Okay. Part of the Master Race.
I get it. No, I get it. Never mind. Okay, no, it's not that. Forget. He's saying PCs are the Master Race in gaming. I get it. Okay.
Got it.
I've been a PC Master Race.
Oh, we had a fucking Master Racer guy on our listener.
Never been much of a lowly console peasant. These shots. Shots.
Wow.
These days, when I have time, interest to play on gaming PC, it's been Diablo 4. However, I prefer games that are interactive with people in person. I've been running a D&D campaign with my sister, brother-in-law, their friends, and my 14-year-old daughter. Oh, that's dope.
Okay.
Magic the Gathering, the real MTG.
MTG,
Taking my
baby.
daughter to local game shop tournaments, Warhammer 40K, gluing models together, painting them, going to war with my friends. The 10th edition just came out. Now's the time to play. Books. Just reread the graphic novel Mouse since my daughter just went over the Holocaust in the 8th grade. Solid and tough read. Reread it together and talked about history, the human experience, and philosophy. Good stuff. If you're going to read one, that's a great one. Finished the Three Body Problem trilogy. Had hard sci-fi genre. Chinese author with an engineering background. Very interesting concept story. Can be a bit of a slog at times, but worth it. It's fine to skim at times. All right.
Okay.
Finished the First Law series by Joe Abercrombie. Fantasy, hyperviolence, humor, action. Game of Thrones on cocaine. I really enjoyed the hell out of it. Pick it up from your local library today. It starts at the book, The Blade Itself. That's going to be your first one on your First Law series, The Blade Itself. Damien Batriel.
Bats.
I just finished Stephen Fry's book, Mythos. His characterization of Greek mythology felt Monty Python-esque. It was a fun read. I finished The Volcano Beast and Breath of the Wild the other day. Nice. And just found The Master Sword. Also bought AW's first game, Fight Forever. It's a fun arcade-style game reminiscent of the early SmackDown games, if not a bit overpriced. Michael Miller. Mills. Haven't been doing any reading lately. I've been playing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cowabunga collection. 13 old school turtle games in one collection. It's a great one. Anthony, too cool for school floor, as I'm currently playing Persona 4 and Super Mario Odyssey. Grabbed it at Half Price Books for $25. That's a steal. And I just wrapped up a fantastic anime called Vinland Saga. It's a Viking anime that takes you on an emotional roller coaster as the protagonist grows from a vengeance-filled youth into a man, learning to live with his sins and a true life of peace. So good. That sounds great. Owen Edmonds. Months. After almost 7 years of fine service, my laptop finally gave up the ghost and went kaput last week. So having spent a small fortune on a new one, I decided to buy the ultimate edition of Red Dead Redemption 2 for £18. 18.50 cents. 18 pounds and 50 pence? Shillings? What
I
are
don't
cents over there? 18. So here it'd be $18.50, Owen. What would 18 pounds be?
18 pounds and
50 shillings.
doubloons?
18 pounds and 50 pence. I don't know, 50 shillings. So that's about $22 over here. So now I'm officially a gamer again. It's been at least 9 years since I completed Grand Theft Auto 5 for the third time. So I have to relearn the controls and the way to play. Boy, Red Dead Redemption 2 is such a good game. And on my new beast of a laptop, it looks beautiful. Happy to have recommendations for other games I can play. Witcher 2, Witcher 1, 2, and 3, baby. Do it. Eddie, I'm still knees deep in Tears of the Kingdom, Legend of Zelda.
Really?
Although I don't want to stop. I uncovered everything in the depths. I found almost every alternate outfit. They're
going to force you at some point. They're going to force you to end the game.
Fucking end it, dude. Enough. It's man. It has maybe my favorite moment in a story in video game history.
Really?
In this
Wow.
game. To spoil it to the viewers.
Go
To
for
the
it.
Rambler. To you.
You could spoil it for me. It's fine.
So, in the beginning of this game, the Master Sword gets destroyed.
Oh, no.
Zelda ends up falling into spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers, big time.
Princess Zelda ends up falling into a time warp.
Oh, no.
And she's at the beginning of Hyrule's existence when she comes to. And in the first game, Breath of the Wild, there's 3 dragons. And man, Zelda realizes that she has the broken Master Sword with her.
Oh.
And she's like, I think it can destroy Ganon, but I have to give it its true strength back. And what I noticed in the game before I got to this cutscene was there was a 4th dragon that wasn't in Breath of the Wild. It's her. She sacrifices her life and turns herself into a dragon. And that's how so she's been flying around for hundreds of thousands of years as this immortal dragon, but you lose all of your humanity. And she knows it going into it. And and the fucking Master Sword is in her head as she's flying. And so Link has to land on top of it and just sit there. And as it's flying, it's the most epic. It was fucking unbelievable. I was like, oh shit. So there were the spoilers. I don't know how we tell them to come back now if you turned it off.
I don't know either, but it was worth it.
It was worth it. How long did that last? Like 45 seconds?
45 seconds.
Okay.
Tops.
And then, so, Cyberpunk 2070, still doing that. 2077, the
Sure.
Keanu game. I
Sure.
got Keanu's gun and car. And I'm
Nice.
still playing. I'm starting to jump back into Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. I think I'm getting pretty good with Samus.
Woo!
Eddie. Pretty good with Samus. Are you playing or reading anything right now?
Not playing anything right now because we just got back from our trip, so we haven't been playing anything the last few days. I've been, I don't know why. I mean, I know this is outside of the realm of video games and
Right.
reading books and comic books, but I started watching Picard because I never watched any of Picard on Paramount.
Yeah. Good.
Did you watch it?
I haven't seen it yet. Is it good?
I'm almost done with season 1. There's 3 seasons. I'm almost done with season 1. Fucking phenomenal.
Oh,
It's a fucking
I've heard
amazing
it's
show.
Fucking great. Yeah, I want to get into it.
I was like, I can't believe I missed it. I mean, I know I
Right.
heard good things about it, but I just never got it. I never took the time to watch it. I'm like 8 or 9 into the first season. I'm like, fuck.
And I love the Next Generation shit.
So do I. And
you
it's
have to,
it's fucking great. I can't wait to finish it.
Ooh. It's time for the top 5. All right, we're here. Top 5 things we missed the boat on. James Hamilton. Number 5, professional and college sports. Totally not into sports stuff. I usually catch 1 or 2 games a year.
Yeah.
Typically a big game such as Super Bowl when the Aztecs made it to the finals. Comic books. Never got into it. When I
Wow.
went camping as a kid, I'd rarely pick one up, but not my jam. I'm sorry to let you all down.
I'm glad you're a rambler because I don't know. We talk sports and comic books all the time.
I know. Thank you for listening. I do enjoy you all nerding out, though. Thank God. It's a joy to witness people being passionate about their hobbies. Okay, good. Number 3, X-Files. Creeped me out when I was a 90s kid. Never got into it. Number 2, Star Trek. Respected as a piece of cinematic history, just not into it. And number 1, Doctor Who. I'm about 40 years behind. No hope in getting caught up now. I've been at this for over 30 minutes. I hope you enjoyed it. All right, fellas, I'm going to try and make this a habit. Love to you all. James Hamnuts Hamilton.
Hamnuts.
Thank you, Hamnuts. We'll see you in San Diego, baby. Damien Bontriel, top 5 things I missed the boat on. 5, numerous acclaimed anime. My girlfriend has slowly been fixing this. 4, most Nintendo properties. I was Sega Mega Drive kid, but I'm working to fix it now with my new Switch. Number 3, Twin Peaks. I've heard Jerry preach about it when listening to the early rambles. It's on the list of things to get around to. Number 2, Breaking Bad. Oh my God. And number 1, Dungeons and Dragons. Thanks for another week of one of the only pop culture podcasts. It's worth the fuck.
Wow.
Jerry, look at us. Pop culture worth the fuck. Thank you so much, Damien. Jerry, I had a blast playing Smash Brothers on your stream. Do it again. If you do it again this weekend, I'll have to miss it as I'll be attending a local Comic-Con. Otherwise, look forward to the next one. Whenever we're there, if you're there, jump in, baby. See you all next week till all are one. Damien Bontriel. Michael Miller, top 5 top 5 things I missed the boat on. I don't feel like I missed the boat on anything, really. I guess I was a little late to the party when it comes to letter Kenny, but that's all I can think of. Take care, everybody.
Oh, look at Mills.
Mills. Anthony, too cool for school. Flores.
That almost felt like that Mills comment almost felt like Anthony's.
Did Mills take the too cool for school?
I think he might have taken the too cool for school.
Is that like the hardcore championship belt where it's can be taken at any? No, is it the 24/7 belt? Which is the one that?
That's anytime, anywhere.
Which belt was that?
24/7. 24/7.
The 24/7 belt.
Well, they did have the hardcore title did have 24/7 rule at one point.
It did. That's right.
Right before they had the 24/7 belt. So the hardcore title at one point was a 24/7.
That was the original 24/7.
Yeah, that's when I think Buddy Holly, or what's his name? Bobby Holly beat the dude sleeping. He just laid on him while he was asleep. And he brought the ref in like really quietly, count to 3.
Anthony, too cool for school. Flores, this is a miserable top 5, guys. I miss a boat on these 5 things in no particular order. The biggest for me, considering the time I was growing up, but I didn't have a MySpace at all. Missed out on Breath of the Wild until recently. Oh, gee, sorry for the spoiler. We warned him. We gave Tears of the Kingdom spoiler warning.
We did.
I didn't get into Breaking Bad when everyone else did. I missed the boat on the first Wii, never owned one, and just played on other people's. Lastly, and I don't regret it, missed out on Avatar when it first came out in theaters. Fuck that movie. Until next time, keep rambling, boys, and Eddie, brace yourselves for the coming bullshit storm of nonsense Japanese robot lore. Owen Edmonds. Number 5, the 1515 ferry from Fishguard to Rosslare in June 2002. I literally missed the boat when I was 24, riding to Ireland for a week's holiday. Had to wait for the 21:30, so turned up our staying just before midnight. Tired, cold, and starving. Number 4, children. I'm way too old and irresponsible to have kids now. Number 3, Game of Thrones, tits and dragons. I should love it, but I've never seen a single minute. Sopranos, again, so much hype, but I've never seen a single episode. And number 1, Stranger Things. You know what, gentlemen? I can't be arsed with these 3 shows anymore. I'm not going to spend hours of my life catching up. Peace and love, Owen. P.S. Fuck cancer. I'm with you. All right. I get it. Gary Priest. Jeeps. Fashion. gaming after the PlayStation 2, fantasy books and movies, cars, classical music. Thanks for all you do, Jeeps. Thank you, Jeeps. Man.
I like how he missed the boat on classical music.
Oh, man. That's great. Oh, next Ramble, Eddie, 355.
Yeah.
We're going to be 3 episodes in. Secret invasion theories. Ooh. Top 5 secret invasion theories. Let's do it. Top 5 things you miss a boat on. Eddie, my number 5, all things Dune.
Dune.
Give a fuck.
Dune.
Never gonna give a fuck.
Dune. I saw the preview for the Dune 2 movie coming. I'm like, do I want to go back and watch the first Dune?
Right.
So I can watch this one?
Right.
Or do I not give a shit enough to do that?
Right. I'm in the not give a shit enough.
I think I'm there too.
That's me. Dune. What's your number 5?
Number 90210. Beverly Hills 90210.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I had, like, when I was in, I guess it was in high school and college, like, all my friends, they were all into that. That Melrose Place. And they were
the hottest people on TV were on that show.
Never watched an episode.
Never. Same. I'm with.
Never got into it.
I thought about that. Me neither. Yeah. Huh. My number 4, The X-Files.
Oh?
What was your number?
See, number 4, I did miss The X-Files originally, and then I started watching it later in the run, and I was like, this is a fucking good show.
Yeah.
I should have watched this.
I wish I watched it more.
My number 2, my number 4, my number 4, Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad.
Never got into Breaking Bad.
Fix that.
I know, but like I was thinking about this the other day, I don't give a shit.
Oh, you got, dude.
I know. You tell me how great it is, but I'm just like, I don't think I give a shit. I don't think I give a shit though. That's the problem.
Shit. My number 3.
Yeah.
Doctor Who. That's
my number 3.
Like I just
never got into any of it.
And like
and again, I don't give a shit to get into it.
Yeah,
They got a phone booth and some stick. That's what it is, right? Like there's a phone booth.
Kind of a phone book.
And there's like a stick.
I'm with ham nuts. I'm 40 years behind. I'm not gonna get caught up on that shit.
No, I'm not doing it.
Doctor Who. That was your number 3. Also,
that was my number 3.
2, the Sandman comics, the Neil Gaiman Sandman.
Oh, I didn't know I missed that.
Now a show. Oh, missed the boat.
Oh, missed it. Yeah. Number 2 for me, Sopranos.
Oh man,
never gotten the Sopranos. Again, I got to the point of like I don't think I give a shit enough to go back and watch it.
Oh man, that's another one that's so fucking good. So
to me, like all mobster stuff peaked with fucking what's the movie?
Goodfellas. Yeah.
Because we liked. I was still like, this isn't Goodfellas. So I'm just like,
Goodfellas is just it's everything.
Dude, I have a Godfather 2, and then Goodfellas, and after that, I'm kind of like nothing comes close to those 3.
I had a friend when I lived in New York who was kind of in that world, not him, but
he knew people of yes.
Yeah, and the best way he described it, and he said it was Goodfellas. He said it was the go get your fucking shine box scene.
Yeah,
that's that world. He goes, they're basically people with the temperament of a 3-year-old, but they have guns.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
insane.
That's all that scene is. It's just 2 kids in the schoolyard talking shit.
Yeah, but they can kill each other.
It ends in murder. It ends with murder. They go home and get you fucking shine box. Like neither of them can let it go.
Right.
Neither of them can just be like, okay, I mean, if you really think about that scene, they're just dumb fucking children.
Right, with weapons. With deadly weapons.
Come on. Just, oh man. Fucking not gonna ruin my party. Like fucking insane.
Fucking idiot.
Oh man. So good. So Soprano. My number 1. What else could it be? Even though Too Cool for School is giving us a rundown. Gundam Wing. I feel like I should know everything about it, especially since Jetfire was my favorite looking Autobot, and he's basically just one of those
a Gundam.
Yeah.
And I actually had some of the Gundam toys.
Right. I think I did too.
I had the one that looked like Jetfire, the little jet guy.
Yeah.
That had the skull and crossbones on the windshield.
That's the one I had too.
Yeah.
Yep. The black
I even
skull,
had
the
some
black.
of them,
Yeah.
but I never got into actual Gundam, but I bought a couple of the toys because they were cool looking.
Yeah. Gundam Wing is my number 1. What's
my
yours?
number 1, Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Never got into Game of Thrones.
See, I love the books. The show, I couldn't give a shit about. The books are fucking great. Love the books. Well,
and the more people talk about, the less I want to get into it.
The less I want to.
Because that's the personality flaw that I have. When people keep telling me I got to do some shit,
you're like, nope, don't want to do.
I want to not do that shit.
That makes sense.
So I'm working on that. but that's part of my person. That's a personality flaw that I have.
Well, next Ramble 355, huh? Hall of Fame hat slimeball character in a movie. What would you two open close encore with in your top 5 Secret Invasion predictions? Ramble at theramblepod.com. One day it's going to be Grandma licked my wub wub at theramblepod.com. But until then. All right, this has been Ramble 354. Can I smell your boobs? You know where to find us. You know where to love us. Do it. We'll be back for a Secret Invasion episode 3 recap Friday on a Ramble Radio. Stay safe. We love you all. Take care, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Spread the word.